Reptiles versus plants are always an interesting notation because so many times we want our setups to look big and beautiful, and we're like, we just want to put the plants and the animals together right away, but there's issues with that. I'm James, guys, and you're watching Blue Dog Reptiles. I do apologize for not putting out a video on Tuesday, but as you all saw, my son came home. I do want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for your love, support, prayers, helping my son get out of the NICU, and us being able to bring him home. So thank you so much, guys. I couldn't do it without you. Now back at this sad little Cheff. Now this Cheff actually looked amazing. At one point, it looked like this Cheff. This is actually what it originally looked like. And a lot of times, there's our female panther. Sometimes we want to put in plants so quickly that we don't let them root in, but that's not always the case. Sometimes it's plant on plant issues. Now, we've had this Cheff for going on a year now, and yes, it's safe for reptiles, but sometimes reptiles can be a little abusive. That wasn't the case 100% here. Some of this came down to, we actually had a pothos that was hanging up here, and it actually blocked the light from this plant here, and so you can see the back half of it kind of died off. But a lot of this came from our panther just abusing the crap out of it. Now, sometimes they can live harmoniously. We've had several different chameleons in here, and as you can see, the plants are thriving. They're doing amazing, but it is important to give plants time to root in, let them get established. And you're like, well, James, you can't let it root in because it's just in a pot. Yes, what I mean is let them grow a little bit. Make sure that it's in the right spot. It's getting enough light, because that was something that we overlooked here. We were so focused on making sure that the chameleon had the proper light, the proper UVB, that we didn't realize that a plant that was once this big can now turn into this. But that's not always the case. Sometimes we throw in a plant and it's too soon, like this tree right here with our Mangrove Monitor. And guess who won? Her. This was another case of, we had just put the plants in, we had nowhere else to put her, so we put her in her new setup, and unfortunately she abused the crap out of the tree and is killing it off slowly. There was a snake plant over there too that she just obliterated. So above all, always make sure that your plants have time to thrive, time to root in. That way, if you do have an animal that can be a little abusive towards plants, that it can take the abuse. Like this one right here, we have our sailfin dragon in here, and these plants are doing absolutely amazing because guess what? They had time. But let's go through it. Plant versus reptile. Round one. Who won? I would say our mangrove here. And guys, she really needs a name. I've had her for several years now, and I don't have a name for her. So let's give her a name. Let us know down in the comments. She's probably going to be a lifetime pet with the store, which I'm okay with. But that means she needs a name. Onyx here is doing good. However, we had a little plant. As you guys have seen from our previous videos, we're going through redoing a bunch of setups. And there was an 8x8x12 that had this big, beautiful plant that was doing really well. Well, it outgrew the tank. So I was like, well, let's put it in here with the snake, with Onyx here, and she killed it. 100%. So round two goes to reptiles. Now, this one is kind of, I would say, a tie, because this one just had the abuse from the reptile, but also was being choked out by another plant. So I would say that we're gonna give this one to the plant, because the chameleon had been in here for some time and hadn't done a lot of damage. It was just minimalistic stuff, but I think the other plant choking out this plant is what did it in. So there you have it, guys. 2-to-1. Reptiles 1 versus plants. Let us know down in the comments if you guys have any suggestions for videos. I am just back, so I'm getting in the swing of getting videos and getting everything put out. We do have some amazing plans at my house for a new reptile room build, so make sure to stick around for that. That should be coming out here in one of the next coming videos. With that being said, guys, again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate your guys' support. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing with your friends and family. Flammy. Can't talk today. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.